Today we're mudlarking across the country. Yes, today it's a video with a difference. There's going to be plenty of mudlarking, lots of travelling. We're going to go from north to south and local as we share with you some of the finds that we have come across during our 3 years of mudlarking. Specifically, today we want to be looking at the most prolific item that has turned up. That whole cod bottle has been elusive to us. Plenty with the marbles taken out, but not a whole one. But the one thing we have found loads of and whole are the paste pots. Yes, here we have some of our collection on display for you today, and we'll be showing a lot of more in the live show when we look at them more closely on Saturday. But this paste pot, what's the history? What is it all about? What is paste? I know we've had to answer that in the comments a few times as people have from America and other places. It doesn't translate as well because we use the term paste here, but we have different terms around the world. We'll give you the answers to those questions. We'll give you a potted history of Shipphams and of the paste industry. But of course, most of all, we want to share with you some of the beautiful places we visited and the things we found. So let's start not far from home, right here on the River Sarawi.
Now there's a bottle there. The only problem is these have been there so long, the roots have actually grown around some of these bottles. So although they're exposed, you can't actually get them.
Another bottle, and he's whole. No writing, but an interesting shape.
And down here, It's another paste jar. Need a bit of a wash, I think. He's whole.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. Of all the items that we come across, the true survivor in glass has to be the paste pot. They are just indestructible. Almost. We have found one or two damaged or chipped, but never found one smashed to smithereens. They just were so robust. And for that reason, we have found so many. So let's share a few more of our local finds with you now. Paste pots that we have found within walking distance of our home.
And there's more pottery out there. Oh, that was the bottom of a jardinier, do you think? No pattern on it. It was plain white, but I think it's too big for the teapot. What have you found?
It's broken. I just want to see if there's any words on it. Don't think so, is it?
No, it's a nice shape, but not a word in sight.
Just yet.
Oh, what have you found? Oh, look!
A faithful.
A Shipham's paste pot for meat paste or potted paste.
See, that's the interesting thing. They are just survivors. Because that other glass was far more delicate. Smashed to smithereens. That has come from the same sort of location. They can bounce like rocks. That's why we get so many of them. But they are beautiful, and I'm sure we're going to come up with an ever so practical use. Can you wash them out?
Oh, nice and clean. Well, virtually clean. Let's have a look at him up in the light. Oh, there's no sunshine down here.
Sun's back here.
Isn't that cute? Well, we'll keep walking, don't forget. Shout if you see something. And that looks like a piece of pipe stem, but I bet it isn't. No, it's one of those mean twigs that teases me into thinking it's a bit of pipe stem. Oh, there's something there. No, just an old battery. We take that home and put it in the bin. Oh, look at that. I thought, oh, it's probably just a stone. It's not. It's a pretty piece of tile. So I'm going to go have another look at this piece then, because I gave up on this thinking, oh, it's just a stone. Oh, I'm right. It was just a stone. I was hoping it was another part of that tile. Oh well. Aha, I can see something. Can you see it? It's quite reflective, this water. There. There. Oh, it's glass. Is it whole? Yes, it's a little paste pot. Let's give it a wash. Oh yes, I think that's completely whole. That's a cute one. And I can see something white over there. You should spot it nice and easy because it's so bright. Oh, I've just spotted something else white. Let's concentrate. Pick this one up and then we look at the other one. Is that plain or patterned? It's plain, but it's got a handle on it. Oh, wait a minute. No, I thought that was some writing. It's not, but it's nice because it's got a handle. And behind this brick here, something's got wedged. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not too badly wedged. It's got some writing on the bottom. Something Aintree, and it's got a lighthouse. And it's ridged pottery. Now, we've never seen ridged pottery with that on the bottom before. That's a really nice find. I need to look into that. Something at Aintree with a lighthouse and birds. Is it a nut? Oh no, it's some sort of plant. That's pretty. A fungus type thing. Oh look, right by my hand there, look. That's another jar. Is that a Shipphams? No, I don't think... Oh, yes it is. I think that could be another Shipham's jar. Ooh! 2 Shipham jars, 1 medicine bottle. Oh, we're doing really well. Oh, that's not another paste jar. It might be. Oh, it is, and look at that one. Oh, it's so pretty. It's got all diagonal lines on it. Oh, that is lovely. One of the nicest paste jars we found. We've now got 3 things in our pile. Oh, that's good.
Gregor.
Oh, what's that? Is that a Shipham's paste pot?
I can't see Shipphams on it. I don't have my glasses to see what's written
Let's get over the mud to get closer to Phil. Ooh, perhaps I should have brought my wellies. Now you can see the circle there where the label was put on. It doesn't say Shipham's on it.
I don't think that's they put their date sometimes on the bottom, but I don't think that's that. I think it's just numbers.
So it's a meat paste jar,
it's definitely a paste jar.
We don't know what paste it is.
Yes, paste pots come in all shapes and sizes, as you can see. I've got a few here that I've just taken down off the shelf while you were watching those finds. This particular one here, which has Shipham's written across it, that came in around the 1920s. That's when that originally started, 1920s, and went on into the 1950s. But of course, they did this style of small, almost neoclassical urns and some lovely geometrics. There we have what looks almost Art Deco, and this lovely swirly pattern here. Such a variety. Although we keep saying we keep finding paste pots, and yes, we do find duplicates, there is a tremendous variety among them, as you can see in this next clip.
In this piece of banking here, we've got something stuck in the roots. Let's have a look what it is. It's got some writing on the bottom. Is it plain or patterned? Plain. There's some bits of glass too. That would have been really pretty. But not a lot left. Put it there a minute. We put it away safely later. Bits of glass. Bit of green. That seems like modern glass. Oh, the bottom of something. Oh look! Isn't that cute? I thought it was the bottom of a bottle that was broken. But it's not. It's a little pot. Glass pot. Probably paste again. Paste, potted meat paste. That's what we mean by paste, not wallpaper paste or glue paste. Used to come, you get ham, beef, salmon, that sort of thing, all in a little jar like that, and you'd spread it on your sandwiches or on your bread and butter.
Yes, all shapes and sizes. And so many companies. Because although Shipham's the butcher, began potting up paste in 1750 at the butcher's shop in Chichester, it grew there from an 18th century butcher's shop creating a homemade product. They continued to develop until they had a factory in the 19th century and employed so many people. They had 40 or 50 chefs working in this thing, and it was such a renowned employer and producer. And of course, when something becomes popular, others will take on and make a similar product. But as we explained there, the product itself is potted paste. It's meat paste, fish paste, something to make sandwiches with or to spread on toast. And just for you to see that Shipham's is still available today, it remained a family firm until the 1970s. That's 220 years in family ownership producing their product. Then they were taken over by Prince's. I've got a Prince's pot here, which is very similar to that glass pot we were just looking at. And there you see Prince's just imprinted on the milk glass there. Sorry for the jingling. I keep my marbles in there from our collection that we pick up. But Prince's took them over in the 1970s. And they still continue today. In fact, now we're going to go over to Caroline, who's going to show you a modern Shipham's jar. Not only show you the jar, open it, show you the contents, and make a sandwich.
So here we have all the ingredients for a Shipham's classic chicken spread sandwich. I'll show you the jar. Now, these are coated with like a plastic film with all the printing on. And they've even got a sell-by date. You didn't get sell-by dates when they first started. Reject if centre button can be depressed. So you can try either calling this centre button names and see if you can depress it that way, or you can try pushing it. Now, as long as that doesn't pop up and down, you know this hasn't been opened before. It says twist. So let's give it a twist. And as suspected, I can never twist these things. You've got to take the plastic off first, which is always a bit of a palaver. So there we go, plastic removed. And I can never get the top off these things either anyway. But an old lady I knew once, she had terrible arthritic hands, and she said the best way to get a lid off if it's jammed is to tap it all the way around the edge. And that way it'll release the pressure. I thought that was a silly idea until I tried it, and it really works. So I'm going to go and find something solid I can tap the edge of this on. And there it goes. See, it really does work. So inside the pot, it looks like that. Let's get my knife and show you. So this is the texture, and it's very smelly. There's a very strong smell on it, very meaty. Right, so the way we make a sandwich here in Wales, take the lid off the butter. You like me, do you always have toast crumbs in your butter? Then you just, if you want to make it fit perfectly, butter them on opposite sides. Now you can either be very reserved like most people are. I'll tell you what, I'll make a reserved one, but I really like it with thick butter on. It's not very healthy. It's not very slimming, but it does taste so much nicer. There we go, we got a bit of butter on there, and now let's get at it with the Shipphams. And that is what it spreads like. Now, you can either do a thin layer or a thick layer again. I like a thick layer whenever I'm putting filling in. You've got to have plenty, so let's stick another blob on. There we go. Seeing as I'm going to be eating this, might as well do it the way I fancy. And why not put a bit more butter on as well? If you're on a diet, or if you're watching your weight for any reason, you'll probably need to put a lot less butter on. Oops, fold it over. And then, you can either cut it in half, or you could cut the crusts off and make it into little soldiers for a very posh dinner party. I think I'll cut this one diagonally. There we go. Let's have a taste. For the amount I put on, it is quite strong tasting. It's not an authentic meat taste, I wouldn't say. I think I would much rather the sliced chicken in my sandwich, but if you have to have some sort of paste, then this isn't too bad, and it would be interesting to see what it's like used in other recipes. It doesn't live up to pate. I always call this poor man's pate, and it's not as nice as pate, but it's perfectly passable. Right, let's get back to Phil.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope we've inspired you all to try a paste sandwich. Who knows? You might enjoy it. But some people do say that when you go stirring nostalgia and revisit things that you enjoyed as a child, sometimes they're not all that you remember them to be. Well, the only way to find out is to taste it. Not in my case, of course, because I'm vegetarian, but I'm sure Caroline's going to enjoy those. Well, we'd like to take you further afield now, take you on a little bit of a trip, and first we're going to go north as we head up to Yorkshire. And for the eagle-eyed amongst you, you may notice that one of the jars I've already showed you today was not a Shipham's jar. And here's a chance to see us discovering a couple of jars that weren't made by Shipphams.
Oh look, that's a nice big chunk. And it's got a bridge and a pagoda, so we're obviously somewhere oriental, Japan or China. Let's have a look what else is in this area. Lots of bits of broken bottle. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's nice. Cute little glass pot. And another little glass bottle. Top of a green bottle, bottom of a blue mug. We've got bottoms of bottles everywhere. Bits of white china. Let's have a look. Something's sticking out here. Let's have a peek. Oh, it's a pretty brown one. And look, here, there's a piece of poison bottle. Hold it up to the light. Not that there's a lot of light left. We're on a very limited time scale on this beach because the night's drawing so quickly. 4 o'clock is pretty much dark. So we have to look as quickly as possible, which is frustrating. But still, I wouldn't miss it for the world. As I walk back past all the bottles I can't take with me, it's like, oh, this is so sad. There we have a Shipham's paste pot. And a very small Shipham's paste pot. Now that's bright. Definitely stands out from the crowd, that one. And we put that down there a second. Oh, I thought it was a whole inkwell. It's just a small bit of the bottom. And what's this brown bottle here? Looks like another syrup of figs bottle.
Yes, there's no doubt potted paste was popular in Yorkshire. That is for sure. But another thing that's extremely popular in Yorkshire, as it was in South Wales, was the cooperative stores. And CWS, Cooperative Wholesale Stores, played a big part in the development of both regions. And for those who noticed earlier with this lovely pot that I showed you in the Grecian urn style, there's the CWS on the front. And here's another CWS, again in Yorkshire, but this was a different trip. And on this trip, we were with that gentleman of the mudlarking world, Mr. Tom Burley.
That's a pretty pattern, isn't it? Let's have a look here. This is a nice jar. Oh, it's whole. Does it say anything? No, nothing written on it, but it's a nice shape. It does look a little green, but I think that's algae. Oh, and here's another teapot spout. Whoop. If your hair's a bit scruffy, there's always this comb to get you sorted out. And here's a bottle, and here's a bottle. Now I can already see the neck of this one's broken, but what about this one? Let's have a look. No, it's broken. No, look at that. Let's have a look, see if there's anything written on it though. Oh yes, it was. This is passion fruit juice. Oh, what a lovely bottle. Let's go and take it and wash it out. Right, New Zealand passion fruit juice. What a pretty bottle. What a shame that's damaged. Oh, and here we have another bottle jar. Can you see here, there's a bottle stopper and a bottleneck. Is that hole? What do you think? Oh, I can see the edge there. No, it's just the top of the bottle with the stopper in. Oh, here we have a medicine bottle with the teaspoon marks on the side, or tablespoons. It's got a hole in the bottom. Shipham's paste jar with some damage, and another medicine bottle. Oh, Phil's found something. Right, let's see if we can get through these stingy nettles. As you can see, it's a bit vicious.
There's loads of paste pots around, but I like that one.
Oh, that's a cute one.
It's cute. It's very well patterned. See the shield on the front with the
Oh,
labels?
yeah, it's very regal.
What I also liked is that on the back.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
CWS.
Oh, very nice.
So it's the home brand co-op,
Yes.
which I thought was quite nice.
Or as we used to call it when we were kids, the quop.
The co-op.
Quop. Oh, here's a plant pot. It's not whole. No, look at this. Do you think that's a roboline jar? Let's check it out. I think that's roboline shape. No, there's nothing written on it. Is there anything written on this bottle? No, it's a plain one. Now, how whole is this pot, do you think? Oh, it's a whole one. Oh, that's very nice. Let's see what's written on the bottom. Not genuine unless bearing the Hartley's label. So it's a Hartley's jam or marmalade jar. Here's a big bottle. Let's have a look how many bottles are in this area. There's this one. One there, oh, one there, one there. Right, let's have a look, see what's on them. Oh, pull the biggest one up first. Oh, it's broken. Right, which one should we go for next? This one, is it? Have a look. Clear around it. Oh, it's longer than I thought. Moving. It's clear, I think. Oh, top's missing. But it does say Keithley. And anything on this side? Arkroyd, Keithley. And This looks like it could be a little pot, but it's just the top. And over here is one of those little tiny bottles again that never have anything written on them, but they're cute. And here we have, oh, I thought it was a bottle stopper. It's not. What on earth is this? Let's have a look. Oh, it's moving. What do you think that could be? Hold 'em. That's nice. It's the back plate with 2 switches on it, 2 knobs. Ooh, it's a bit grotty. I'm not quite sure what it did, but it's nice.
Yes, a blast from the past there, in the good old days when we could travel the country, meet with friends and enjoy mudlarking together. Those days will come back, but for the moment, of course, we work within the limitations we have, but still enjoy the things we find and sharing those things with all of you. Now, if I mentioned earlier, perhaps you'd like to try some Shipham's paste, and it is still available today, because it is a product that has stood, for sure, the test of time. And also not by accident, because Shipphams themselves not only created this product way back in the middle of the 18th century, something they were so proud of that they stamped founded 1750 on the bottom of the jars, but also they were continued to be cutting edge throughout the history and the production of their product. So much so that in the 1950s, they saw their sales double from 22 million to 43 million. I think we let them off with the 1 million of not quite doubling. Incredible numbers of sales to take such a leap forward. But it wasn't by accident, because this was now the age of TV and TV advertising as independent television took off. And in 1955, one of the first companies to start advertising on TV was Shipphams. And what a success when you can take a 22 million sale product to 43 million in such a short space of time. And of course, it's still available today. And I was looking up on a website with regards to the product that we're talking about. And let me just read what it said. Because on the British Corner Shop, now this is something that sells British products around the world, they have written, Shipham's spread packs a whole lot of meaty flavour with each bite. Spread it generously onto toast or sandwiches, or use it in sauces and stews. Now that's something I'd never thought of, to give meals a full flavour. An excellent staple in any store cupboard. It's a firm family favourite. But then they go on to say from their own sales figures that it is extremely popular in France, Korea, Italy, Australia, Greece, Sweden, Spain and Finland. Well, that's certainly a product that has stood the test of time and still going well. As I said, we were going to take you to the north as well as to the south. Well, we've done 2 visits up to Yorkshire, which we love to do and look forward to doing again. But let us take you now down to the south coast, there at the Jurassic Coast at Lyme Regis. Many people think Lyme Regis Beach, fossils. Not in this video, folks. This is a heavy metal video, but right there on a beach amongst all the heavy metal, you guessed it, another Shipham's pot.
still found?
Solid metal.
Is it?
Just dragged it up from down there.
Oh, what on earth is that?
I don't know, it's got a boat there.
Yeah.
It's flat
That
on the
is
bottom. Rounding on the top. Solid in there. Towards it. No idea what that was.
And what's this round thing here? It's got writing on it, that's just caught my eye. And the other side looks like that. This says, I can't actually read, Solby. Huntington, possibly. That would have been interesting if we could have read it, but we can't. Well, if you need a pickaxe, we have a pickaxe. And one of those, oh, that's a caster.
Yeah,
Old
brass.
Victorian brass caster off a piece of furniture. Probably a sofa or a chair. Or a table. Now that, I would say, is the front of a fireplace. You can see the hole on the end there. Lots of fireplace parts. I'm not sure they're all from the same fireplace because we found so many. Aha! I can see something glass. There is it whole. Oh, it is. It's whole, but we need to wash it. So we'll send Phil, and if anybody gets wet, it'll be Phil. It really is handy to have a Phil around when you need one. There we go, it's a little pot, still full of some water.
It's squashed.
It does look squashed. Yeah, I think that's been in a fire and distorted the shape a little bit.
Paste pot, I think.
I'd say paste pot too.
Paste pots turn up everywhere. And I've one more video to show you, one more find in a moment, which will certainly prove that wherever you are, whatever you're looking for, you're probably going to turn up a paste pot. But just to show you this pot a moment, look at the shape on that. That has been crushed in a fire, probably a burning ash tip. And there you can see still across it the Shipphams logo that was printed onto the bottles from the 1920s. But totally collapsed, yet still whole. Proving what I said at the beginning, these are survivors. These are the sort of thing that can go through just about anything and come out the other end showing just what they are and what they were meant to do. But before we go over to our last piece of video for you today, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video with us. And although there are limitations at the moment, we are endeavouring to make every video we can. We will definitely be putting out the live shows for sure. We'll be here every Saturday night, 9 o'clock for an hour. If you want to come over for an hour, a happy hour as we call it, together with us, you'll be more than welcome to join us on that. And of course, we're putting content out over on Ko-fi. We're putting content there for those supporters that fund us through Ko-fi, but also there are other videos going out on there. Our live shows are being archived on there. And this week, Caroline's put a video that we did make. It's only a short video. It's not finding things, it's walking in the snow. But I want to say, in all honesty, I believe it is the best video Caroline has edited in 3 years. Now we've got to give 90% of the credit to nature. It was an awesome view, but 10% to the lady who edited it. So if you'd like to see that video of the animals in the snow and us taking a stroll over the mountain, then please feel free to go over to the Ko-fi link. It costs you nothing, and have a look and see what you think. And tell us in the comment if you think I'm right, that she did an excellent job. But for now, let's get back to this last piece of footage. Where were we? We were up near Worcester. What was the attraction? We were on the river, right alongside a battle scene. This was where the battles were fought at the beginning and at the end of the British Civil War. What did we find there in the river? You guessed it. One of my favourite little pots so far in our mudlarking adventure. Come on, let's have a look. We've got a beach.
Oh good, plan D worked.
It's a very steep climb, but should be alright, yeah?
Oh yes, you think so?
Yeah, you can hold on to me.
Oh dear, then we both fall in the water.
A beach.
Oh yes, there's a beach. It's not a very big beach.
Mind you, it goes out to fairway and I think we can go out there and I can see something already. I can see two, I know they're white, but there's something in the water.
And we're down on the beach. Let's have a look how big this beach is. Well, it goes to that tree there and then along. And oh, it's not too bad, I don't suppose. About 40 feet long, do you think, Phil?
Yeah, and I think we can go out to fairway.
Right, let's have a look
We can go out to fairway.
further on. Take you right the full extent of the beach so you can see just how far we are going to be able to explore. Yes, it runs out there, but I think there's a bit of beach beyond too. Can you see? Have a look through the gap there. Yes, there's a bit more beach through there. So it depends if we can get through the water. Well, let's have a look at what we can see on this beach before we do anything else. So, don't forget, shout if you see anything. Alright, we're nearly at the end of this beach and there doesn't seem to be anything.
I got something.
What's Phil found?
Right next door to that wall.
Oh, what have you found?
There, look. Looks like a hand grenade.
Oh, is it a hand grenade?
No.
Good. Paste pot? It's a paste pot. Oh, that does look a bit like a grenade, doesn't it?
It's a hand grenade paste pot.
Look at the pattern on that.
And there it is, folks. Perfectly formed, tiny little pot. Found in the bed of a river where we were looking for items possibly relating to the battles of the Civil War. And what do we turn up? An amazing little pot for our collection. And I love it. Hope you love it too. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget, we're live every Saturday night at 9 o'clock and there's more videos over on our Ko-fi page if you'd like to see them. And of course, if you subscribe here on YouTube, you'll get notification of all the videos that come out. But most importantly, as always, till the next time, have fun. Bye.